Again, Montreal for Palestine displayed its hatred, but this time it didn't go unnoticed. And fed up Montreal citizens, alongside lawyer Neil Oberman, decided to take legal action. Watch. On Sunday, pro-Hamas militant Bara Abu Ahmed and Mahmoud Khalil led their group, Montreal for Palestine, through the streets of Montreal. Remember, this is the same group behind the provocative Islamist street prayers regularly taking place in Montreal, the open glorification of terrorist organizations, the harassment of Jewish students, and more. By the way, Quebec recently passed a law banning street prayers, yet it seems these people have a free pass because on Sunday they prayed openly while Montreal police stood by without enforcing the law.
لا كربا إلا نفسته ولا مريضا إلا شفيته ولا غائبا إلا رددته ولا ميتا إلا رحمته ولا مجاهدا إلا نصرته ولا أسيرا إلا حررته ولا حاجة لنا فيها صلاح ولك بها رضا.
But they didn't just pray that day. They marched, harassed people in the streets. They displayed a violent and hateful effigy representing what appears to be a Jewish person hanging from a noose. Montreal for Palestine later issued a statement strongly condemning what they called defamatory accusations and a deliberate distortion of the events at their protest, claiming it was not an effigy of a man with a kippah, but rather a political figure representing Ben Gvir alongside effigies of Trump and Netanyahu. But first of all, who staged fake executions of political figures at protests? And more importantly, what do you think children seeing that image will understand? A symbolic political statement or a Jew being hanged? They even took the time to place a kippah on the head of the effigy. And honestly, most people don't even know who Ben Gvir is. Pro-Hamas activists have become very skilled at twisting accusations of anti-Semitism, claiming it's not the Jews but Zionists, or that it's not Hamas but the resistance. But by now, most people understand exactly what these actions mean. Anyhow, the reaction went international, with responses coming from several members of the Canadian Parliament, the Israeli ambassador to Canada, commentator, and many have called to the Montreal police, who were present that day, to open an investigation, something that Quebec Public Security Minister Yann Lafrenière later confirmed that an investigation had been opened, but the SPVM was already there that day. They saw the despicable effigy, they saw the street prayer, and Montreal police stood by without enforcing the law. Among the people clearly visible at the protest were Mahmoud Khalil and Bara Abu Ahmed, leaders of Montreal for Palestine, as well as Ziad Moafi. But who are these individuals, and why is this important to the public interest? Ziad Moafi was filmed wishing death upon activist Youssef Haddad at Concordia University. He was later arrested for allegedly assaulting a Jewish man while yelling that he wanted Hamas to kill them.
I hope you die. I hope you die. I hope you die.
He also physically assaulted me on multiple occasions and took part in the attack against me at Square Victoria back in 2024. Bara Abu Hamed, the son of Iyad Abu Hamed, the imam behind the Islamic street prayers, was arrested in 2023 at Carrefour Laval and charged with illegal gathering and assaulting a police officer. He was also named in an injunction renewed and expanded in March 2024, barring him and other organizations from coming within 50 meters of several Montreal buildings. He is one of the individuals leading the hateful marches taking place in Montreal almost every Sunday, where anti-Semitic slogans and pro-Hamas rhetoric are openly chanted. Mahmoud Khalil was also present at Carrefour Laval during the arrest of Bara Abu Hamed. In 2024, he was filmed shouting in the street of Montreal in Arabic, "Explode the heads of Zionists." Mahmoud has repeatedly shown support for what he calls the resistance, meaning Hamas, even wearing Hamas symbols and justifying the massacre of innocent people at the Nova Music Festival in Israel on October 7, 2023, by saying that resistance is justified when people are occupied. Mahmoud Khalil has harassed independent reporter Natasha Graham, myself, and Jewish students on campuses.
What happened on October 7th is there an occupied people that went out.
It was a massacre. Did you agree with that?
I don't have to say whether I agree or don't with what the occupied people do. Answer the question. I didn't touch you. I touched your phone.
Do not touch
I touched
my
your phone.
phone.
Why?
Do not touch me.
Leave. I can get the police to get you out. You know that, right?
Yeah, get the
But I
police.
wouldn't do that because it's more fun to just sit here and bug you, and you can sit here all you want. I will stay here. Your phone is glittery. I like it.
You want an autograph? No, bitch. You want an autograph? No. Okay, then don't film me. Don't film. Why are you filming? You want my autograph?
Why are you coming so close?
Why are you filming me? I just walked here.
Are you a student here?
film? No, you cannot film.
Are you a student here?
Faggot.
Did you film it?
Yeah.
Mahmoud Khalil was also named in a 2024 injunction filed by Jewish students as well as organizations. On May 24, in another case, he was found guilty of uttering threats to cause death or bodily harm, but received a conditional discharge with 12 months probation, requiring him to keep the peace and to be on good behavior. Yet, last Sunday, not even 2 weeks after the judgment, he was back in the streets, allegedly harassing people and intimidating businesses like Zante, the restaurant that previously had to use a water hose to remove pro-Hamas militants surrounding the establishment. Despite multiple politicians publicly calling on law enforcement and the government to act against what many described as a blatant display of anti-Semitism unleashed in Canadian streets for far too long, lawyer Neil Oberman, acting on behalf of his clients, decided to take legal action. A legal demand was sent by Balif to Montreal Police Chief Fadi Daguerre, Montreal Mayor Soraya Martinez-Ferrada, Quebec Premier Christine Fréchette, as well as the commanding officers of the 4 police stations serving Montreal's main Jewish neighborhoods. The demand is clear. Open a criminal investigation into what happened on May 24 during the Montreal for Palestine protests. for potentially violations of the criminal code, including unlawful assembly, public incitement of hatred, willful promotion of hatred, advocating genocide, uttering threats, intimidation, and as well as the alleged breach of Mahmoud Khalil probation conditions. The letter states they are giving authorities 10 days to acknowledge receipt and explain what steps are being taken. Neil Oberman is also the lawyer representing clients suing the City of Montreal and the Montreal Police for allegedly failing to ensure public safety and free access to public spaces during high-risk demonstrations. That trial is set to take place on October 2026. It's time for consequences to apply to people who break the law. And if they are not citizens, they should be deported. Sign the petition now at deportamos.com.